Bullish. That's how I'm feeling, baby dolls. I want to show you this interesting data that's actually been going on in crypto. So since the month of December, they have measured some daily active address usage. And you can see here Solana, BNB, Tron. This is OP BNB, and then this is Coinbase, okay? Now, OP BNB, I think it's like the layer 2 maybe of BNB that just like, oh man, it's kind of wild, this layer 2 stuff. We're going to go a bit more into that as to what's going on. So if you notice on the right-hand side, you can see the change. Solana down 37%, BNB 56%. Tron, for some reason, has literally zero change exactly since that period of time. It also might make you believe that, yeah, maybe there's a lot of obfuscation, maybe some cheating with the active addresses on Tron. Now, of course, Tron does have adoption. A lot of people in Asia use Tron to send Tether money around because it's super, super cheap as a network as well. But yeah, Justin Sun is known for being a bit dodgy and stuff here and there. And Coinbase has 19% lowering of daily active users. Now, remember, this is daily active users. So this is like the people who are like there for like any type of action. Most people are probably using crypto once every couple of days to do an action or to like, you know, maybe swap something here and there just to play around. But also, I've got a message here. This is from November 2024 as well, from Suhail. The number of active addresses are one of the most misleading and useless metrics in blockchain. Here is a 40-line code that can generate 50 million active addresses, each making transactions on chain. Actually pretty crazy. I did not know that out here. Now, if you're in PulseChain, friends, as well, we track daily active addresses. So if you can get the real metric, it's very useful as a heartbeat. The problem, though, is over time, a lot of bots come in. Inventory management bots, they move money around because they don't want people front running them, so they split money to multiple places and multiple accounts, and it really does make it hard to track. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So Suhail as well, active addresses are the Web3 version of follow accounts, which are all vanity metrics. We need better indicators of how much value the blockchain is providing its users. So this is 100% true. And me and you know that. So if you're watching someone with like a lot of followers on YouTubes or Twitteroonies, you're watching for like a spectacle, but you know, like, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting the highest value content in crypto like you are when you watch moi. And with that, we're going to crank it. Now, friends, if you've been eating pasta lately, stop eating it. Because France have made pooping with the door closed illegal. So the French government, I got French friends, all right? They are good baby dolls. But the French government, Emmanuel Macron, with his husband, Big Mike, I've got his name, Bridget, more like Bernard, okay? Breaking. It's official. Privacy coins like Monero or platforms like Tornado Cash are now illegal in France. This came out a few days ago. I'm going to remind this here for you, friends, so you keep it in your mind. Okay? France, are you sure you want everyone to see me hanging a dump with the door open? If I'm not allowed to close the door, I'm just telling you, party's going to get ruined real fast. Okay? Actually, for some people, friends, it actually makes the party more exciting. Let me know what type of person you are. Now, they have banned Monero, Tornado Cash. Remember, so everyone knows, I know there's a lot of new people here, friends. So what Tornado Cash lets you do, remember on Ethereum, Ethereum's a chain. So Tornado Cash, it's a pool of Ethereum. You can deposit Ethereum in. And so everybody can see on the chain, oh, that person put in 10 Ethereum. Okay, but it gives you like this little code. And you can withdraw your Ethereum to anywhere on Ethereum land into another wallet. And no one will see that you were the one who withdrew it. Now, there are sophisticated people who have very good magnifying glasses, okay? So if you've been hanging around in cold water and cold showers, friends, you don't want to be going around ladies, okay? Because they'll be looking at them like, oh, wow, you're one of us. No, lady. It's privilege. I'm not one of you. Okay? So these detectives, what they do is they try to siphon a hint, basically sniff. If someone puts in 10 ETH, they try to like check the chain in like the next 21 days. Oh, who withdrew exactly 10 ETH? And so all they can do is get probabilities. So that's why to hide stuff, usually what ends up happening is, let's say someone puts in 100 Ethereum. What they'll do is they'll withdraw maybe like, they'll do like 1 ETH at a time into like one address, and they'll go to like 15 ETH. And they'll just like slowly do that, you know? So they'll do it to one address, yeah? And then maybe like 2 weeks later, they will like withdraw 1 Ethereum at a time into another address with like 10 Ethereum, right? And so they look completely separate. And what they'll do with them, well, it's up to them, you know? Are they going to secretly buy a coin? Like, you know, maybe someone comes in and starts buying PulseChain or something. You never know. Sometimes hackers and stuff, what they'll do is they'll just leave it there, and then they'll eventually try to swap it around and try to move it around so they can obfuscate things and bridge it around to just, you know, try to basically hide the money. Okay, so, but here's the thing. I think in the increments of Tornado Cash, remember, it was sanctioned, but now it's removed. Thank God for America. Okay, you can withdraw like 0.1 ETH, 1 ETH, 10 or 100, I think. It's in like 10 base increments. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, unfortunately for France, making it illegal, it makes you think, why? Why would you do that, Francaise? But also, man, I just depends. If you're in a bull market, bro, you know that's bullish. Like, oh, this thing's so good, you want to ban it, huh? Get me some immediately. This is the Monero price on the monthly. Now, man, this chart, yeah, hasn't done great, because if you want to look at the real chart, friends, you go XMR USD, okay, and you'll divide it by, say, the Bitcoin. And then that is the XMR BTC price. Now, here's the thing. Monero, friends, it's like the OG thing. I really do hope one day it comes actually back here. By the way, that's an enormous price, friend. That is a 10 freaking X on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does a 2 from here, and I hope it does more, that means Monero does 20X, man. That's like a $4,000 Monero. Let's actually see what Monero did at the peak. Oh, it hit 400. So yeah, that's what it would pretty much get to. Man, I really do hope it does do something like that. Isn't it interesting how these fibs work, friends? So Monero comes back in last cycle, 2021. It came back to like its, I know it tried to pop through the top, but see, it comes back to its retracements, and then it comes back down. So I wonder if in this cycle, depends how lucky we are. You feeling lucky, punk? Maybe it doesn't even go all the way to 4K. Maybe it comes around here. But yeah, also, so I wanted to investigate, because Monero, friends, are very interested, because even Richard Hart, who doesn't want to talk about any other coin except his own one, Hex, back in 2023, early, and 2022, he likes Monero. And his brother, Shane Hart, also likes Monero. So I was wondering, why do they like Monero? So I obviously did investigations. Why isn't Monero high up if everybody says it's cool? And then I ended up, you know, doing some philosophical thinking whilst eating strawberries, of course. You and I, we're humans. All right, most of us. We want to use privacy, big demand. But we don't really want to store privacy. We don't care too much about storing private wealth. You know, not here's people want to do that. So using privacy, totally different. Yeah. It's like, okay, I want to buy some magazines that I don't want people to see that I'm reading, you know, because I'm really interested in what Kim Kardashian had for breakfast yesterday. Okay. So I don't want the boys to see, like, I just blew $20 on one of these Kim Kardashian magazines. Okay. So you want to use privacy transactions. But when it comes to wealth, like most people's wealth, they don't really care to hide it. Right? They're like, well, obviously you don't want your identity to be attached to it if it's on chain, but like people don't care, like, oh, there's my stocks account. There's my house. You know what I mean? Storing it out here. Maybe the privacy storage is gold. But yeah, that's the reason why I end up thinking, doing a lot of research, thinking about it a lot. And I realized, oh yeah, people storing wealth totally different. You know, maybe if you're a drug kingpin one day, you'll need it. Now, also remember, friends, you've been watching a lot of my videos. I got cracker UFO videos. As you know, friends, you want to get assassinated by the US government, start releasing the 0-point energy equations, okay? And you want to get like assassinated yesterday, let them find out you're talking to China or Russia with helping them with the 0-point energy. You won't even make it on the plane out of the country, okay? So we know that's like the real stuff that's banned out there. That's the real super red pill stuff. Crypto, government can control it, man. It's imaginary internet fugazi money, and surprise, surprise, we're all just putting stable coins on the blockchains anyway. So the government's like, oh, you made this whole cool new system, did you? What a surprise. You're all using our stable coins on it. I told yous. So they're probably speaking to you. You think you're some genius economist like me. Okay, we're like, but Mr. Government, the people think it's better. And the government's like, no, bro, we told you. We made this fiat system because the people actually want it this way. They like the money printing thing. They like that we can tax everybody to save emergency stuff. Okay, the people don't actually know what they really want. Which is very, very true, friends. Now, don't forget who's your baby doll. Me. I will carry us to victory one meme at a time. Apu chores Excozibur from the stone and contemplates the responsibility he now bears. As we move throughout this crypto bull market, because business ISM cycle has been down for so long, okay, I can only think about that stock market saying, man, where they say like the longer the base, the higher the pump into space. Right? I can only think about that. So be careful of getting bearish in the first wave. Just be careful of that. Now, I know we haven't started and everything, yada, 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 but like, just think that in your mind. It's okay to take out your Jeet stack out here, but you know what I'm talking about, friends. You see it. Like, friend, just look, it's going to be tough, man. Okay. It even got Uncle Bobby to click sell with a third of his portfolio, man. Uncle Bobby and Ivan literally sold. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling you, say, look, all the wisdom and experience. Okay. Ivan and Uncle Bobby probably have, I'm not joking, anywhere from $50 to $100 million net worth. They could have that. All right. So a lot. They could have something like that. You know, so they have all the money in the world, all the influence in the world, all the experience in the world. I want you to think about that. Like, friends, Ivan charges 100 grand if you just want him, if you want him to interview you on his channel and upload like 60 minutes that like 2 people are going to watch. Because it's always like grainy and it's like always nerd talk, you know, 100 grand. That's wild, man. You see what I mean? So like, just doesn't matter your money, your financial status, your influence. I'm telling you, we are all in the market. We're all in the market and all of us fear Spoony. Okay, so I have Jeet phobia. I will be really, really scared of just adopting this whole view that it's really, really over, knowing that you and I have gone through all of this, okay? That's why I've shown you this meme, right? It'll be like you drawing Excozibur from the stone. So you do have a responsibility now. Look, and you can take this however you want, but yeah. Like, it's kind of funny. I'll give you a quote. Like, even Uncle Bobby said this years ago. In a bull market, you got one job, stay on the bull. Don't let it shake you off. It's just literally up and down and up and down. But then again, you know, you have to take responsibility. Like, if you miss it and it goes down and everyone's like, ha, 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 you know nothing from the last cycle. It's not easy. I'm just praying that we get our exotic top signals and that the global liquidity keeps repeating as it has in past. I've shown you so many macro videos. I've got more coming out here for you, all the macro updates. It's all on track. You know, just, man, it's crazy how much when they throw those Fugazi narratives to us, Trump, China, Russia, like it gets right in your head, man. Yeah. What else can we do? Just keep holding. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.